Spider.
Shout out to everybody. Here we back with it live with another stream. NBA2K26 92 Bulls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the month of December, finishing it off the Cavs, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Charlotte Hornets, and the 76ers. Let's get it. You might get to my team, my career.
Baseline melodies got me in a chokehold all day, all night. Can't we lose control? Baseline melodies got me in a chokehold all day, all night. Can't we lose control?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the United Center tip. Back in the United Center, folks.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello. And we've got David Aldridge joining us from the sideline. This is around the time, Mike, we start to find out which players have made the biggest strides in their personal game.
That's what's great about the early season. You see the work that the players put in the last few months. really paying off. It's amazing the leaps some guys make from one year to the next.
Probably hard to find anything more gratifying for a coach than to see those kind of adjustments.
Yeah, hit that like on the way in.
In a player's game, am I right?
You have to give players credit for putting the hard work in. Did they waste the offseason, or did they help take their game to another level?
Now here's Doherty. And he banks in the layup.
Pounding the rock with Doherty. It's a winning formula.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Phil Jackson, who talked about his strategy when it comes to Mark Price. He made the point that some teams worry too much about Price's passing and forget about him as a three-point shooter. He said Price is going to get his assists. What we don't want is him getting a bunch of points behind the arc. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Moving with intention, Nance putting some muscle behind his action to make sure he can't be stopped.
Jordan passes to Carter. Clock at 6. Elo with the steal. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Out to Price. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Doherty dishes to Elo. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
I like the grace and power Nance brings to his game. He's got a big guy build, but can move the floor well and duck around the defense.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
You know, he's somebody his guys like playing with because he does whatever is necessary to win.
Pippen, the pass to Paxson. Pippen outside. Pass to Paxson. Back to Pippen. Down low and taken away by Brown.
Bro, bigs that they have, man.
Elo the pass to Nance. And it's Cartwright with the rebound.
He was all alone, just couldn't get it to go. You hope that doesn't deter him from taking that shot in the future.
Inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Jordan's something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
Doherty the screen and the wide open shot from Price. Off target from outside.
Perhaps he was a little too open that time.
Won't see that from him very often.
Grant the pass to Carter. And 3 from Jordan. Rebounded by Doherty. And so Price will bring it up for Cleveland. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Last game they enjoyed toying with the defense, outpacing them at every turn.
Well, they smelled blood in the water early on and just kept attacking. They knew they had the advantage.
Doherty with the screen on Grant. And another miss by Cleveland. The Bulls leading. Outside Pippen. Grant the pass to Pippen. Keeps it alive. Grant. That's good.
That's where Grant is most active, that offensive glass. Does a nice job using his body to get the position he needs.
And so Lenny Wilkins calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Pass to Battle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yo, what up, Gamer Kid? Shout out to you, man.
I love watching him be that assertive down low.
Pin the blame on the defense there. You can't just...
Hey, good stream you had earlier.
Here is Armstrong. To the paint. Here's King. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's how you want to use King offensively. He should be attacking the rim.
Hopefully you can hear me. Everything you can hear me good.
We'll see. Depends on what coach wants to do.
Here's Brandon. He's covered by Armstrong. Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass.
Much better with a mic, huh?
Groups tell you that the offense is running well.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Armstrong passes to Lawson. Lawson is doubled. Williams scanning the floor. 4 on the clock. Here's King. Huntley pulls it in. Kerr outside. Takes a 3. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for it. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Chicago leading by just 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Music very often. Yep, word.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Their first quarter rebounding numbers off the charts impressive.
And guys, that comes down to one thing, wanting it more.
Taking advantage of every bit of his length there.
And Clark has to use his physical gifts to compensate for his lack of ups, his lack of bounce.
I like the aggressiveness from him. He saw an opportunity and did not hesitate.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2.
Room to fire from mid-range, and he's more than capable of knocking that down.
Armstrong with it. No scoring in this one. Here's Pippen. Williams with the rebound.
That was tough to watch. He takes it all the way to the cup and just can't finish the job.
Kerr the pass to bat. Kerr outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Brandon. Again, the Cavaliers score. Chicago trailing here. Now Pippen. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And it's Pippen with the jam.
The athleticism Pippen has is impressive. Makes it look so easy to get to the rim.
And here are the Cavaliers. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And so Lenny Wilkins calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Chicago. With Horace Grant, he's checked in for King. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Hobson. And then for Cleveland, Nance comes in for Williams. And it's Price in for Steve Kerr. Now, here's Price, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. 4 on the shot clock. Hits the 3-point bomb. Price has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tell you what, this has been so much fun to watch. Both of these teams throwing haymakers.
They're giving the fans their money's worth in this one. Both sides competing at a high level.
Count that bucket. Pippen's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. In September, it was announced that the U.S. would use pros at the Summer Games. And this summer in Barcelona, Mike, it should be incredible.
You don't have to imagine anymore. We will see a team with Jordan, Bird, Magic, Ewing, all together. A dream come true this summer.
What do you think? I mean, like, they have all those guys. It's an all-star team, but it's a super all-star team. One team with all those players. Is there enough room?
This is just a reminder to the rest of the world that we put all of our weapons together. We're pretty darn good in basketball. Our game.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Armstrong dishes to Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Amazing one-handed punch right there.
Oh, man, on a mission, Clark. You're right. In a close game, showing some ferocity.
These are the dunks you better finish if you're going up with just one hand.
In close games, you got to take the hard foul. You cannot allow dunks in close ball games.
As you always say, these easy points will kill you. Absolutely destroy you, huh?
You got to shut them down.
And that begins with better pressure on the ball. They need some better effort defensively.
One of his specialties on display there.
Finish.
Nifty lead pass.
Price, the pass to Nance. And here's Doherty. Price looking it over. Over Armstrong. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's Jordan. Oh,
Yeah, 92 is a good year, man, for
High
sports.
flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
Sports, music.
102 left to play in the first half.
92, Tupac,
Brown outside.
sports, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
Pass to Nance. Over Williams. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his second basket.
This is Nance in his comfort zone, getting in close to the hoop and using his size to find the look.
36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jordan. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Elo with it. Now guarded by Jordan. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Good find there by Grant. He's a really solid decision maker who plays within himself and within his role.
Cavaliers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Here's Doherty. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And he did a great job of keeping pressure on the defense. Back to the line for a fair amount and cashed in.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 2. 2K
Everybody
Sports
watching,
back in a
through
moment
watching.
here in
How did that like
Chicago
on the way
Stadium.
in? Gladly appreciate it. Dun, 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 dun.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
Tell you what, he's been playing downhill for
Go.
the first half. I love the assertiveness.
Oh yeah,
And
everything,
finishing
really
with
everything
the
about
force of the
92
rim.
in
He's given
because
them a
basketball legendary. You want to watch some highlights? Watch 92, NBA, 92, NFL.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty
You
of
see how
basketball left
far
in a
we
game
have
that's
come.
been fairly even so far.
To what it is now.
And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. A 2-point
That's
game.
why all the old
Following
schoolers
this
always
one, they
talk
get to
about
host
back
the
in my
Hornets.
day.
And that game is the second of 2 straight
Yeah.
at home. And Pippen with the basket. The assist
Stuff
by
how it
Jordan.
is now.
Pippen's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bulls. The Cavaliers shooting extremely well. 62% of the night to this point. And finished off by Doherty.
Nobody's stopping that, especially when Doherty is focused on playing to his strengths.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 9. Hands it from
Down
downtown.
past him.
Paxson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
A shooter of his caliber can never be left that wide open.
Nance a screen on Paxson. Price against Paxson. Price is in the post. Pass to Brown. Cleveland moving it around. The tray. No good from Price. The Bulls leading by 5. Jordan finds Grant. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Grant sets a screen for Jordan. And the dunk by
Grant.
Grant.
With the defense keyed on Jordan, he makes the smart play, getting the ball to his teammate.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. And timeout called by Lenny Wilkins. Coach is going to talk some things over with the
Everybody
team.
like
Might
tonight,
be
man.
seeing
Everybody like
something
all right.
to adjust.
Later on, we might go to the park. Might chill at the park. Who knows? We might get some mati. Might go to Rick. Who knows? It's just a warm up.
Paxson against Price. Shoots the 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Paxson. There's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Their offense has really stood out. They're piling up the points and torching this defense.
I like how under control they've been on offense, keeping things simple and running their plays well.
Price, right side. And They get it, and trying to break loose. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Price.
The 6-foot Price going inside and getting it done. Loving it.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Bulls. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Cavaliers, 4.5 games behind. Down low, here's Jordan.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under them at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
And it's important for them to keep it going. Can't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's Elo. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Wasn't sure if they could match that last dunk, but it only took them a couple of minutes.
Yep, not the best interior defense on these last 2 trips, Clark. But does anyone really care? I don't.
Nor do I.
I know the fans don't mind. This is some crowd-pleasing action we've got going.
Not content to sit on this lead. I like it. Going right at them.
Yeah, just fanning the flames, trying to leave no chance for a comeback.
To the middle. Here's Elo. Pass to Nance. And he makes that one. Nance has got 6.
Assisted by Ray Elo.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here is Jordan. 11 points in the game. Pippen for 3. Offensive rebound. Grant. Elo against Jordan. To the inside. No good with the layup. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Brown deciding where to go with it. Price kicks to Nance. Pass to Price. Connects from 3-point range. 8 points for him.
Deadly off the catch. Mark Price, talk about a guy who could stretch the floor for you.
Jordan, a screen on Price. Inside. Michael Jordan, look out below!
And hopefully that one-handed dunk gets him going.
I think that's why he went for it. These guys need a boost, don't they?
Yep.
Especially in a game this close. No question.
Pass to Doherty. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, good work by the defense offering some resistance there, but Doherty's size and agility make him hard to stop.
Down low, Elo with the steal. Here's Price. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Bulls out front. They're up by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. When I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Battle. There's the drive. He gets that one.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Pass to Hobson to the wing right side. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Pippen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Brandon. Rebounded by Hobson. To the paint. Here's Pippen. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
From any spot on the floor, including in tight, Pippen can hurt you.
And timeout called by Lenny Wilkins. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Bulls making a change here. Jordan's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Rice is checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Lenny Wilkins was just reviewing his plan with his team. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Pass to Battle. Here's Doherty. Can't cash in from close range. Chicago leading by 5. Now Pippen. Back to Jordan. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And both teams have been clicking all night long on the offensive end.
Great shooting, and they've executed well. It's nothing but fireworks for the fans.
And so Lenny Wilkins calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Doherty with the screen on Armstrong. Price up top. He's covered by Armstrong. And there's the dunk.
You know, one of the things I appreciate so much about Doherty is that he's so efficient. I mean, as well as how sound his shot selection is. This guy just is rock solid in every way.
Elo with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up.
Huge hoop. They needed a bucket. Nance pulls through.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the Bulls with some changes. Bill Carper, he's checked in for King. Grant comes in for Williams. And it's Baxton in for B.J. Armstrong. Now Grant. Oh, what a finish.
Big bucket from Horace Grant. No fear, even when the lights are brightest.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Hands the screen on Jordan. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, the officials won't let that slide. I mean, they're eager to call out those illegal screens. As well, they should be.
I do think he was trying to get there, but you've got to be completely planted.
With the ball. Oh, the dunk!
He's making it happen offensively, doing his part to craft this lead.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. Efficiency there.
Clutch play by Craig Elo. Coming up huge.
Outside Jordan. Grant sets a screen for Jordan. So he responds. Slamming at home.
Perfect pass there. Understanding how to set up his teammate.
And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. 7-point differential. A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Book it!
You know, being in the spotlight doesn't faze Doherty at all. I think it just makes him step up his game even more.
Now, Jordan. Now Grant. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it home.
What a find off the pick and roll action. Showing he's good at finding his guys.
Well, they've got to pull out all of the stops right now.
Even with an all-out effort, they've got a lot of ground to make up and not much time to do it. A special performer in big moments. Price really comes alive in close games.
Now Jordan. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Elo with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Misses the 3.
And, you know, that shot was challenged, but even so, I'm always surprised whenever he misses.
Yeah, had the space, but not that time.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game.
Way to capitalize that charity strike. drive and extend the lead.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 7. Now Brown. From outside. That shot no good. Jordan inside. Guarded by Price. Basket is good. Knocks down.
Oh, wow. Bruh. Rick freaking Elo.
So the Bulls win it. And this one, Coach Fratello, was hard-fought and competitive right to the final seconds, which made it a thriller.
The type of game these fans love to see, especially when their team comes out on top.
They're going to leave happy from here tonight. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, and our entire 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
21 points for P. All right. Just happy. All right, we're going to Charlotte, folks. So he's staying in Chicago playing the Charlotte Hornets.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. I'm Kevin Harlan with Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg. On the sideline, David Aldridge. Well, we know the season has still only just really begun, but Clark, already some teams are off to the races with great starts.
Clearly, Kevin, I mean, we've had some hot starts for sure, but other teams shouldn't be discouraged if they've been a tad slow out of the gate. You know, there's still a ton of basketball to be played.
Now here's Pippen. Back to Jordan. Down low. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Trying to contain Jordan in general is incredibly difficult, but he's even more challenging to guard when he's operating pick and rolls.
Bogues with it, guarded by Paxson, and it's Bogues missing. Pass to Cartwright. Back to Jordan. Pippen sets a screen for Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Paxson kicks to Jordan. The Hornets pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, you know, they hung in there right until the end, but just couldn't quite match them.
And I love the heart they showed in that game. Never let it get away from them and fought the whole way.
Kaminsky, good.
Running the offense with purpose and aplomb. Bogues, a prototypical point guard.
Grant surveying the D. Paxson with a screen on Reed. Three-pointer. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Chicago, Michael.
They throw good, Jordan.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Armstrong's checked in for Chicago. Now, here's Bogues. Pass to Johnson. A rebound by Cartwright. Bogues against Armstrong. Grant, right side. Armstrong with the screen on Gill. To the inside. Armstrong gets the bucket.
When your point guard like Armstrong is able to score inside, that does add another element to your offense.
Outside, Reed. Both. Chicago grabs the miss. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratching your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this group. That's not going away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Now here's Jordan. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Inside, here's Armstrong, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Armstrong's got his second bucket of the game to go. Hornets trail by 8. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Charlotte calls timeout.
With your hand.
Gaddison, who's checked in for Charlotte. Curry comes in for Bogues. .131 left to play in the first. Here's Jaminski. Last game he had 10 points. Shot clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. Gill misses. Chicago leading by 8. And here's Armstrong. To the middle. Here's Hobson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Gill. Scoreless thus far. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Curry's shot is off. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to King. Inside. Armstrong gets the bucket. Armstrong's got 6.
They have set the tone in the paint, getting whatever they want.
Well, not much resistance, and if things don't change, this could turn into a blowout.
Here's Gill, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Such a gifted offensive player. He can hurt you in a variety of ways. He's a headache for opposing defenses.
Right at the buzzer, they're finishing the quarter with a big three-point bomb.
Certainly got his team riled up. They loved watching that one fall.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Great play down low. You expect the D to adjust, collapse. That should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
That shot was too good to pass on. But he just couldn't get it totally dialed in.
Armstrong passes to King. Pippen feeling it out a bit. They set the screen. Here's Armstrong. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 13.
With his skill shooting and handling the ball, this is what Armstrong is capable of, getting buckets.
Pass to Chapman. Rebound by Williams.
He'd like that one back. That's normally a shot he makes.
Now Armstrong. 13 points in the game. Down low. And the slam by Williams.
Coaches just love assisted baskets. They show your team is playing good on selfish basketball.
Chicago making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Charlotte making a switch here. Hornets trail by 17. Bogues the pass to Gaddison. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and Jordan slams it in.
A clever, quick-thinking defender. Pippen can be a menace when it comes to ripping the ball away.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Bogues against Armstrong. Curry on the wing. Over Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Last decade, the Celtics won 3 titles, went to 5 finals. But now, Mike, in the 90s, has Boston's window closed?
Yeah, I don't know if it's closed all the way. They've gotten older. Larry Bird isn't what he used to be. They're still a good team, but not a great one.
Must be hard for a coach, and the GM, personnel department, to let go of a player that has been good for so long, but clearly getting old. Like turning over a roster that has been so successful. There's got to be the timing, but just the emotion tied to it. That's got to be tough.
Well, your memory can't be too short. You can't forget what that great player did for you in the previous years. So now as he gets on in age, you owe him that respect to always consider him a part of a team.
Jordan buries it down low. That's now 8 points for Michael Jordan.
The touch on Jordan's close-range shots is really outstanding. He almost makes it look simple and easy to score in close like that.
Pass to Johnson. Over Pippen. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Bogues. Johnson's got his first points of the game. Here's Chicago. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Pippen against Johnson. Armstrong gets to Pippen. Jordan looking it over. 5 to shoot. That one drops for him. Jordan's got 10 points in the game.
The mid-range is more or less wide open for Jordan. It's a go-to scoring area for him.
Bogues against Armstrong. Reed with a screen on Armstrong. And it's Bogues missing.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Starting to pull out ahead off the back of some terrific offense.
They are firing on all cylinders, aren't they? Hard to get stops when they're playing with this much energy.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Timeout. Start it.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for King. Grant comes in for Williams. Ryan, he's checked in for Pippen. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Gill is checked in for Curry.
The teardrop, just a wonderful shot to have in your bag.
Chicago leading by 22. Outside Jordan. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
Using his tremendous strength and body control. Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
Pass to Reed. Back to Bogues. Now Reed. And easy 2 points on the layup. Reed's got his first points of the night.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
Now here's Paxson. Still yet to score.
First team foul.
Jordan outside. Takes it. Finishing with force.
Shook that building all the way up. That will make the highlight loop.
Definitely dunk contest material.
This is what the fans pay to come see.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
He has been getting to the rim and finishing with authority through the first half.
They don't have an answer for him. Can't keep him away from the rim and can't stop him from finishing when he gets there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paxson passes to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Lighting it up, Michael on one tonight.
Charlotte shooting just 31% in the game. Pass to Gill. Over Jordan. And the shot no good, a bit short. Gill's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Back to Reed. With the shot. The rebound by Grant. Reed's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Jordan against Gill. Jordan with the bucket.
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
Gill kicks to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Johnson with a screen on Paxson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogues. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Even though he's a smaller guard, Bogues is confident inside. Excellent job capitalizing.
Chicago calls timeout. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. To the paint, here's Jordan. Gill with the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Johnson kicks to Bogues. Pass to Gill. Pocket 6. Yes, that goes in. Gill's got 6.
Such a strong passing game. If you get open, Bogues will find a way to feed you.
Jordan outside. There's a good screen. Back to Paxson. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Paxson's got his first points in this one.
Terrific focus to get to the basket there.
Surprised they left him that much of a lane to work with.
Charlotte calls timeout.
The interior defense has been very subpar, and I bet their coach is letting them know about it.
Allowing far too many points in the painted area. They need to put forth more of an effort defensively.
Johnson, the pass to Jaminski. And the layup's good off the glass. Jaminski's got his second bucket.
The coaches love seeing shots from there, at the rim.
Outside Pippen. Jordan with a screen on Johnson. Back to Pippen. Cartwright the pass to Paxson. Now here's Grant. 6 to shoot. Jordan with a screen on Reed. And Jordan throws it down.
Love when MJ finishes with strength, leaving no room for error with the slam.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Jaminski. And here's Bogues. Johnson, the pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
How about that? What a nice way to finish the break.
And what a pass. Eyes in the back of his head. Delivers it right on the money.
Pippen, a screen on Gill. Jordan passes to Pippen. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
The athleticism Pippen has is impressive. Makes it look so easy to get to the rim.
Paxson against Bogues. 1:03 left in the third quarter. To the inside. Cartwright misses. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Johnson, the pass to Bogues. to Reed. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Grant. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's Pippen on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
How about Pippen's decision-making in screen and rolls? I mean, he can really break the defense down.
Bogues with it. Johnson outside from about 19 feet. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Grant against Armstrong. Grant outside. Here's Chapman. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Chapman's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Charlotte. And here's Armstrong. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And something to consider in the upcoming draft classes, like the possibility of a high school player making the jump right to the NBA.
We've seen it before, although it's rare. Not sure how many could make that jump or if it's the right move. A few might try. Let's keep our eyes open in the near future.
Ryan's checked in for Hodges.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Chapman. It's Curry outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Bryant kicks to Armstrong. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Fantastic job getting this kind of a look at the rim. King flushes it home whenever he can.
Pass to Chapman. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Hodges checked in for Chicago. And the Hornets making a change here. And they've been moving the ball, Clark, really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And they pick up 2. Hodges has got his first basket.
And Hodges just knows where to be on offense. Loves getting inside and capitalizing, too.
Here's Chapman. He's covered by Armstrong. Chapman, the pass to Johnson. Shoots from 8. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Excellent vision on display, dropping a dime to set up his teammate.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. To the middle. Here's King. The Hornets pull it in. Outside Curry. Now 5 years since the NBA, Mike, went to 3 officials on the floor. It appears to me it's definitely helped the game. What do you think?
So much action happens at once. You need 3 refs looking. Sometimes you wish there was a way they could review tough calls.
Don't you think that's coming, though, Mike, down the road to add another layer of observation?
It just makes sense. We have the technology. Why not use it and get it right?
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Putting his size to good use. King sets the pick and then rolls out into scoring position.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Pass to Johnson. Floats one. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Williams. So both teams making some changes here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
A steady point guard and a good distributor. Armstrong knows how to make sure his teammates share in the wealth.
Armstrong against Bogues. Pass to Johnson. It's all in by the Bulls. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Bulls.
Clark, it seemed like they did everything well tonight.
Yeah, you could point to a lot of things, Kevin. You could talk game plan, you could talk execution, but they were just the more talented team. That's what the deal was.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan.
Giving him the business all night. Felt he could get a bucket anytime he wanted to.
Here's Purdue. The kick out to Williams. On the clock, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution for your Bulls.
And so
Yo, Pepe, what's going on? Shout out to you, Pepe,
just
bro.
8 points in the fourth quarter.
How you doing, Pepe? Much love to you, man. What's going on, my
Pass
brother?
to Gill. All alone. That one goes in.
And he's trying to carry this offense, but he can't do it alone. His guys need to help him.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Bryant kicks to Armstrong. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Williams with the stuff.
I think the hometown fans helped push them to play their best this evening.
And the results speak for themselves. Well worth the ticket price to see your team play this way.
Here's Bogues. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. How might the fans here obviously going home very happy.
They had a lot to cheer about, Kev. This squad played a great game.
They did. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For our terrific reporter, David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
Right. Got 24. Okay. Alright. Final game, folks, of the evening. The Philadelphia 76ers. And we're on the road this time. Right. Shout out there to Chad. Shout out to the Pepe, man.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation.
Yeah, this will be the
Moments
final
away,
game,
it'll be the
folks.
Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Chicago Bulls. Alongside Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to everybody that came through the streams today. Chatted with your boy. Shout out to everybody, man. Been a
Here
good
we
Sunday.
are, Coach, a quarter of the way through the season, and now Mike's and teams feel great about their start. Others, not so much.
And it's really easy to figure out who those teams are. I think the majority of teams, they aren't leaning heavily one way or another. Still plenty of basketball to be played.
Here is Hawkins. Clock at 6. From 17 feet out, and that's collected by Grant. Here's Jordan. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
And you know, Cartwright is just a little north of 7 feet tall, so once he gets great positioning, he's looking to throw it down.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Now Anderson sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Nice pass, creating the opportunity. Great teamwork on that one.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jordan, a screen on Hawkins. Inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Big time slam by Jordan.
we got him now,
He
Chad.
loves getting inside and dropping the hammer.
Jordan against Butler. Pass to Hawkins. Puts it up from 17. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Plenty of game left, but that, I think, is a good omen for him.
I agree. When you hit a mid-range J, it opens the rest of the floor.
Here's Jordan.
Move ball. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Pippen. Down low. No good from Jordan.
Incredible effort defensively. No easy buckets.
Anderson's shot is off. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
A fleet-footed drive by Pippen. A lethal combination of size and quickness.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Anderson gets it to go.
The space was there for him in the mid-range, and he wasted no time knocking it down.
Here's Jordan. His last outing, he had 24 points. For 3, Paxson. Good on the three-point shot.
You better run Paxson off his shot, or he'll make you pay.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. I asked Coach how he prepared his team to go up against Michael Jordan. He told me, nobody say a word to him. Dealing with Jordan is plenty difficult without giving him extra motivation.
Hey, much
If
love
I
to you,
hear
Peppy.
anyone chirping at him, they'll spend
Hope you
the
had a
rest
good
of
day
the
today,
game
man.
on the bench. Sounds like the best thing to say to Michael is nothing at all. Back to you, Kev.
Okay, David, thanks.
Look out.
That's a foul
Graham
going, Pepe.
attacking the rim like there's nothing the defense can do about it.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Butler against Jordan. Butler passes to Hawkins. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Hawkins has got his second basket of the game.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now, they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Armstrong. He had 15 points last outing. Inside, here's King. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Putting his size to good use. King sets the pick and then rolls out into scoring position.
54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hawkins passes to Payne. Shot clock at 6.
man,
Rulin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Armstrong with it. Williams, a screen on Hawkins. To the middle. Williams can't get it to go. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Hawkins, 33 points last game. Driving in, and Bull wide open. He shoots, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Man, they're just bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there.
Booker outside. Right side, Russell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, in general, the game's as physical now as it's ever been. There's no such thing anymore as easy buckets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. And you've got to give a lot of credit to the bad boys in Detroit for that. The physicality they brought, but also the mental toughness, the ability of that team to wear you down physically, emotionally, and mentally. And we know it's a copycat league, so what the Pistons did and had success with is something other teams are trying to duplicate.
You look at Pippen, he passes like a point guard. Really impressive for a forward.
Here's Ellison. He's covered by Armstrong. Allen at the screen for Payne. Shoots over Pippen. Payne can't hit.
That's not a bad look. He missed that chance, but he'll get them to fall if he gets space like that.
Pippen kicks to Williams. Here's Armstrong. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
3 points.
Armstrong's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls. Here's Ellison. He's covered by Armstrong. Ellison passes to Allen. No good. Nice D from Williams. To the inside. Here's Armstrong. Outside Williams. To the paint. Here's Pippen. And Williams with the stuff.
Great effort to put that one right back.
Clark, a huge impact for this team tonight.
Yes.
In control of the score and the momentum.
And that one's good. Ruin.
This is what a floor general looks like. The vision and the pinpoint pass.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for King. Grant comes in for Williams. Jordan, he's checked in for Hobson. And it's Paxson in for Armstrong. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 7. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Paxson against Hawkins. 6 on the shot clock. Paxson with the steal. Jordan gets to Pippen. Jordan driving in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
You know, with all the other things Pippen does so well, sometimes I think we forget how good a passer he is.
Here is Hawkins, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Bull, a screen on Pippen. Payne passes to Bull. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Bull's got his first bucket of the night.
Great timing on the bounce pass on a dime.
Jordan, the screen, pass to Cartwright. To the inside. Close range, Michael Jordan.
At 6'6" with his crazy hops, Jordan could be a problem down low.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Okay.
Anderson, he's checked in for Payne.
76ers, number 20, Ron Anderson.
1:30 left here in the second. Hawkins against Paxson. Pass to Anderson. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
And the dunk by Jordan.
2 hands for safety and surety.
You bet, Clark. Nothing left to chance.
Don't give him any chance to climb back into it.
Here is Hawkins. 47 seconds left in the second quarter. And a missed layup. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 15-5 run here. And Jordan throws it down.
Hey, when Jordan is cutting to the cup, he's locked in on throwing it down. The D doesn't have a chance at denying him that chance.
Here is Hawkins. To the left side wing. Here's Anderson. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Anderson's got his third basket of the night. Now, here's Jordan. He's got 10 inside. Pippen outside. It's Jordan on the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Paxson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
They've leaned on him throughout the first half.
And he's rewarded that trust they have in him, putting up an impressive total.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan. Jordan punishing them inside.
Firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy and getting any shot he wants.
Here is Hawkins. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Pippen.
That's normally one of his spots. And it was a quality look. Shame to see it go to waste.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. Back to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Outside Butler. Paxson against Hawkins. Shot, high post. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hawkins has got 6.
A guy with Hawkins' accuracy can simply kill you from mid-range. That's a money shot for him.
And he drives in. Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
John Paxson.
Paxson's got 3 assists tonight.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And here is Butler. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's Williams, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Put your hands together for your Philadelphia answer.
And the Bulls with some changes. King comes in for Cartwright. Armstrong subbed in for John Paxson. The Bulls leading by 15. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Armstrong passes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And their offense so much more efficient here in the second half. I like what I see.
Yeah, things really tilting their way. They've got all the momentum.
Here's Hawkins, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Hawkins, being such a great jump shooter, sets up the drive.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the middle, here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Leaving no room for error with the slam. Great decision there.
The 76ers trail by 17. Hawkins kicks to Williams. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The willingness to sacrifice himself for the play. Hawkins going into the defense regardless of the contact.
Payne, he's checked in for the 76ers. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. That shot, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Hawkins with it. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Anderson. It's on target from a high post. Anderson's got 8.
The defense getting hung up on the pick there. They've got to get over it.
And every time they don't, they're just allowing the shooter to find the jumper.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
You see why they lean on him night in and night out.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Hawkins against Armstrong. Pass to Payne. Here's Bull. Lays it up off the glass.
Pure effort there. He just wanted it more.
The Bulls leading by 14. There's 53 seconds left in the third. 3, Pippen. The rebound by Anderson. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Good recognition. You have the mismatch, go to work.
Jordan against Anderson. Jordan looking around. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Some changes for Chicago. Williams, he's checked in for Grant. And Hobson's subbed in for Scottie Pippen.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
The 6'11" King running the floor, getting the hoop.
Here's Vaughn. 4 seconds left. And he lays it up and in.
It's easy to jack up three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work.
Jordan, that's for 2. And no last-second attempt this time. And so it's Chicago, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter.
Yo, King Ivy, what up, bro?
Movement and shot selection, and it's
Shout
led
out
to
to
a
you, brother.
terrific field goal percentage.
King Ivy game.
We'll get you back to the action.
Yeah, we ended the
after this
game
break.
and day off for the 2K. I told you earlier. Yeah. Playing that last game here.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this
Shout out
game
to
to
King
become
Ivy
competitive.
game, man. They're playing with you too today too.
The 76ers trail by 13.
Shout out to you.
Now Booker.
We can definitely do it again.
Pass to Ruland. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And that's good offense. Anytime you get this close inside, you like your chances.
Now, here's Pippen. Here's Hobson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Very little resistance right there.
Yeah, you see why they're down, huh? Wow.
Has to be better on the defensive end. Can't allow dumps.
Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hawkins against Armstrong. To the paint. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's one way to build this lead.
Yep, showtime, Clark, and a real important hoop.
You want to extend that lead.
Timeout called, 76ers.
Okay,
He's checked in for Philadelphia. Vaughn comes in for Booker. Chicago also making some changes. King comes in for Purdue, and it's Jordan in for Hobson. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during that last break, I heard Philadelphia's coach as he addressed the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Vaughn, defended by Jordan. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here's Hawkins. Off the glass.
All about controlling the body, setting a stiff pick, and then spinning in the scoring position. Well done.
Chicago leading by 11. Michael Jordan, dunking like only he can.
The quickness of Jordan. He's got a tremendous first step.
Timeout called, 76ers. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Anderson outside. Here's Butler. Clock at 4. Goal. And he makes that one count. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Chicago making some changes. Cartwright's checked in for King. Grant comes in for Williams. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. Michael Jordan on the wing, defended by Butler. Jordan is doubled. Oh, what a play inside.
Plays with so much ferocity, erasing that size mismatch clearly.
He won't be bullied in there regardless of the height disadvantage.
All right, here's Williams. He answers with a dunk of his own.
He doesn't pass up any opportunities to throw it down.
Oh, no. Once you give him space to take off, he goes for it.
Slamming it down with one hand, too. Love the ferocity.
And that was a foul, no question about it.
He deserved to go to the line after that hit.
And both free throws good for Jordan. A trend we're seeing in the NBA now, Mike, is an influx of talent from overseas teams. It seems to me are scouting worldwide.
It shows how far basketball has come as an international sport. Players are coming to the NBA from every continent. This is a global game now.
All right, here's Williams. And it doesn't go. Jordan inside, defended by Butler.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
And as we know, Clark, it used to be that the NBA draft went for 10 rounds. A couple of years ago, it was shortened to 2 rounds. Did you like that change?
Yeah, I do, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Not many of those later round picks really had a chance to make it on an NBA roster. 2 is plenty. When you factor in the number of teams, that's between 55 and 60 draft choices. And for those undrafted players, I think it gives them an opportunity now to look at the landscape and see where their best chance to make a roster might be instead of having their rights held by a specific team. This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Bulls.
Well, you can see it in their shooting percentage, Coach. They were a more effective offensive team in this game.
And a lot of that could be attributed to their passing, with the bulk of their points coming off of assists.
Excellent point. And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan.
On a roll offensively. He's been in the zone.
And Philadelphia has possession. Trailing by 17. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Anderson against Pippen. Anderson right side. And they pick up the 2. Here's Jordan.
Shout out to everybody that came through.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
Made an hour.
Road win, Mike. Pretty
stream.
handily tonight.
On the road, you usually take what you can get, so they should be very happy with this victory.
3
And that'll do it,
straight
folks.
dubs.
And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David
2
Aldridge,
on home.
this is Kevin
on
Harlan
board.
alongside our entire
Racing off the
2K
road.
Sports crew, thanking you for watching.
Cavs,
So long.
Charlotte at home, beating them convincingly. MJ been the story of the game, story of the stream so far. Let's see, yep, 33 points for Jordan. John Paxson was 7. Scottie Pippen all the way down at 2. Seattle Sonics next. We'll decline that trade. We don't need that trade. Alright, we got Seattle and Chicago. 18-0 Chicago Bulls, folks. 18-0. The Nets 11-8 under the Bulls. Yo, Leo, what's going on, bro? I'm just about to end it, my guy. Shout out to you, man. How you doing, Leo, man? What's good? What's good? Everything all right, man. Just maintaining, man. Everything good, though, bro. How you doing, Leo? It's been a minute, Leo. I ain't see you in a minute. I hope everything all right, though. I'm good. Heard that. Good to hear. Yeah, we just chilling, man. Chilling on some 2K end of the stream. Been on for about an hour. I'll be on tomorrow, though. After work, I don't know, I might do 2K again tomorrow. Between 2K or WWE tomorrow. I think it's WWE. Oh yeah, I'll tell you later. Leo. Leo, you got Discord? Actually, yeah, Discord actually. Share Discord if you I'll tell you through Discord. Alright, we're gonna get up on out of here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably do WWE. Oh, I'm on Xbox, man. I'm on Xbox. Dang, bro, you got no social media? Alright, yeah, I'm on Xbox. Damn, wish I had Discord, man. Everybody got Discord now. Even I got Discord. But yeah, we just on another channel though, man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna head on out here. Make sure I hit that like on the way in and out. So I'll hit that subscribe. We'll be back, same warrior time, same warrior channel. Peace.